Why social proof works. What's the best way to attract a crowd? Another crowd. In marketing, there are few biological forces that hold as much weight as social proof, and today I want to explain why. Take a look at this video. Notice something? There was no attention on his music until one person had already stopped. But once one person stopped, more and more people began stopping as well, and a crowd quickly developed. Now take a look at this example.
Please help me. Helping would be inconvenient or even risky. He lies there for more than 20 minutes.
All right.
Yes, thank you.
Sure, you look a bit flicky, you know what I mean?
She suddenly finds herself in a different group with a new rule: to help.
You want to sit up?
She don't look well, does she?
You all right, yeah?
Notice how until someone else had stopped to assess the individual, nobody else did either. It wasn't until one person made the decision that others began to follow suit. Social proof is a psychological effect that leads people to conform. It creates a herd mentality. The effect happens because people make a lot of their decisions based on feeling rather than sitting down and thinking about it for hours. And it is powerful. In fact, I would argue it is the most powerful marketing principle you have at your disposal. But it is also the hardest to actually take advantage of. The reason being, it's not something you can entirely control. It's almost like gaining momentum. It isn't until you start that you begin to notice the exponential growth. Same thing applies here. The hardest aspect of social proof is getting your first few customers or attention from the first few people. So in the beginning, social proof will actually be working against you. But once you gain momentum, it will start to work in your favor. Social proof again is ingrained in evolutionary theory. We as a species value what others value. Why? Because if they paid attention to something, it must have meant it was either a threat or had some type of benefit. As a result, we are hyper aware of what others pay attention to. When regarding emotions, this is called emotional contagion, and you can see it all the time. If one girl finds a man attractive, all of a sudden, many other girls find that same man attractive. If somebody stops to look at something, all of a sudden, other people will stop to look at it as well. If people are hyper interested in a product, other people will become interested in that same product. If one video has 1 million views and the other has 10,000 views, we will more often than not click on the video with more views. Another way to think about social proof is through the lens of the unknown. If a person does not know what the proper behavior for a certain situation is, they will look to other people to imitate what they are doing to provide guidance. So social proof works, and it is definitely a powerful force. But how can you use it in marketing? Well, one method could be through setting up a crowd artificially. As people walk by, they may see the crowd and decide to stop by and check it out, which could work. But honestly, the best method of using social proof is to get people interested in the first place. Once they are, social proof will just continue to work in your favor.